Friends, today's topic is 10 years of brand ithought. We started with no intention of really becoming a business or an advisory or a manager. We were simply researching mutual funds in 2009 when there was a bloodbath in that area. We found that most of the funds were not performing, were constructed with certain assumptions which were coming apart one by one, and investors were steadfastly pouring more and more money into the same schemes. It was quite alarming, and when we studied the space, we found that there were also other ideas which nobody was buying, where the fund sizes were barely 100 crores, in sectors which were ignored. That's when we saw a very interesting opportunity to invest in those products. What started as a distribution got layered later with several divisions. We have today an independent financial planning desk, an RIA which advises investors under the direct option of mutual funds, and a PMS which invests in equity. The journey has been full of learnings. We have used every one of those learnings for our investors who have shown trust in us. We started in the most difficult times and we complete 10 years also in very difficult times. For us, both timelines have been doubly difficult because we have at both instances tried to do something which the market does not like. And it is important to convince our investors to like them. Many times, while we may have very high conviction, the same level of conviction may not be in the minds of our investors. So, our constant challenge is to ensure that our investors carry matching conviction and place their faith and trust in our abilities to get our calls correct. Without that faith, trust, and patience of the investors, we would not have done these 10 years. And to that extent, whatever little we have achieved is totally due to the complete support of every investor who has been with us on this journey. We continue to follow an investment path quite different from peers. We believe that risk management is something where we need better focus than investment selection or return orientation. And by managing risk for every investor, we ensure that all his investments are seen holistically. We ensure that he has a very balanced approach to investing and he is investing towards something significant. Some of the events in this 10-year journey which have been very rewarding for us has been the way in which we stabilized our planning desk as an independent unit where planners only do plans and leave it to the investor to seek out an advisor to implement it. By doing that, we have ensured that the plans are completely free of any product influences and restrict themselves purely to asset class level of analysis and recommendations. We also have developed a RIA model of investing in mutual funds in the direct option. This again is a model where we do ensure that our advice stands the test of time and manages the risks that come an investor's way sensibly, smartly, and safely. We are a very late entrant into the PMS space. Here again, we believe in a model where we can build a good portfolio with low churn which can be scaled up. The idea is to keep the fees modest so that the investor feels comfortable to keep adding to the same scheme. He avoids mirroring and other practices which may not be in his interest and leaves his equity portfolio to the experts. This model will again see other products being launched in due course, but for the moment, we are focused on Solitaire, which is our flagship product in the PMS. We would continually ensure that investors invest not just for the sake of returns, but towards holistic goals, towards purpose, towards wealth creation, and stay committed to each goal, each purpose, and their aspiration of wealth. As advisors, your success is the only thing that can create our sustenance, our stability, and eventually help us succeed in what we do. So, in that sense, we are here only for you. Thank you very much.